Hey everyone, this is Tracy and thanks so much for tuning in to my channel. Today I wanted to come to you with a quick video to share with you how I take down these braids. I had got a request with someone wanting to know how I do it. So I wanted to come here to show you guys how I do that. But I'm not taking these braids down to take them down for, not to wear them in my hair again. I'm rebraiding them over. For some reason I just love these braids and I just cannot break away from them right now. So I wanted to come in and show y'all how I do this because I know they was people was want to know how do I take down the braids and all that kind of stuff. So while I'm doing this I have to take down a braid in order to redo it over. So basically it's the same steps, but you could do a little bit more to help loosen up a braid when you're not going to rewear the braids anymore or whatever. You're taking them down for good. But with this I'm just rebraiding these over. As you can see, I did all. Let me see if I can turn around. I've did all of these in the back so far, and yeah, this is where I'm at now. I'm basically like up in the top, from where I, did here. You can see I rebraided all of this on this side. I had washed my hair the other day, and usually what I do is once I wash my hair, I go ahead and rebraid it over. Okay, but the things that I like to use to take down these braids is I can either use a comb like this. Okay, excuse the teeth in this comb. All right, or I use a hairpin and make sure that the hairpin has these little round balls on the end of it, because if it don't, it could rip your hair out. You don't want that. I could even use this. I did do this a couple of times, when I had this at my access and couldn't see nothing else. But I've used this, and I also likes to use the rat tail comb with the long, skinny steel tail. So with these, I them was about my basic things that I really use. Some people like to use safety pins, but I don't too much get into the safety pins because I stick myself and that junk hurts. So I'd rather have something that's not so, pointy to where it's going to hurt me. So I get that with these combs and this, with these things right here. So basically what I'm going to do to get started, I'm trying to find one that I haven't did yet that's close where you could see. And as you can see, the braid is kind of loose. I like to wait till the braid is loose to where I don't have to do a lot. It'd be that loosen up the braid to where it makes it easier to take down. Now, if I was to go to try to take this down by me then rebraided this over, that means the braid is tighter. I'm going to go through a little bit more problems. So yeah, I always like to wait till the braids loosen up and like that. But if you're taking the braids down and you don't want them anymore, then I would suggest to wait till they're loose, of course. And then what you could do is put like a conditioner in your hair and let the conditioner soften up the hair to where to make the braids easy to come out. Any good moisturizing conditioner that you may have, and coconut oil, and you just put a plastic cap over your head and let it sit for a while, and then you could probably be able to go on in there and just start picking that on the loose with no problem. But I've did braids like that too in the past. But I'm taking this down and rebraiding it over. This is just how I'm doing this as of now. And I just take this pin and I just pick the braid loose, starting like at the tip down here at the end. And I try to keep it as close to that end as I possibly can because I don't want to, and I use this my thumb to kind of like be a guide to stick the pin or comb or whatever I'm using into the braid, and then you could be able to just do it this way, and that way you could pretty much see exactly. I could pretty much really feel what I be doing because I don't really be looking at this per se. I'm just looking at it now because I'm doing this video, but I can pretty much feel my way around to know exactly what it is I need to do. Now, another thing too, I'm just going to use a little bit of everything so I can show you what this is really how the motion goes with the pen. The next thing I use would be the tip part of the comb, which basically is the same thing as if I'm using a pen, or I could just turn around and comb it apart, with the teeth of the comb. I could do either or. All right. So then and with this, it's just simple combing. Just comb it all apart. It's just that easy. You could do it this way. And you want to make sure that you go lightly. You don't want to go ripping through your hair with no type of tools or anything, for that fact. Because you can take your hair out. And I know you don't want that. And then I likes to use this tip end of this comb right here, this part right here, because it just gets right into there and just makes it a lot easier to, So yeah, that's basically how I really, and I can also like pull it apart with my fingers. So that's basically really all what I really do to take down these braids. Now I did moisturize my hair and I use the oil. I moisturize with water and I use the oil to seal with, which is all my favorite oils that I like to use in my hair. I do have a video on that. I will try to link it in the description box if possible so you can check it out and see what oils that I like to use in my hair. But I did moisturize my hair with that. I moisturized with plain water and distilled water, and I sealed with the oils. And then I just, got up this day. I mean, well, yesterday really, and I had started taking these braids down and redoing them over because I kind of like braided it up and all of that. So basically, that's all I'm doing, and you take your time with it. And with this, I'm kind of like clipping ends if I see where it need to be clipped, and then I'll go in there and do that, and then just braid it on back up. But basically, this is really it. It's not complicated at all. Only thing, like I said, you take your time with it. If you're taking the braids down, you're not trying to redo them over. You could put some good moisturizing conditioner in your hair and let that sit for a while and soften that braid up to where it kind of loosens it up. Then, and then you could just go ahead and take it right on down with no problem. But yeah, but that's really it. And I hope that this video helped those who was, interested in this. And if for those, I know it's a lot of people that's liking this style on me, and that's the biggest thing they were saying, well, how do you take those braids down? Take your time. That's the biggest thing. Use whichever one of these tools that fits, that you like to use, between this hairpin or this steel tail rat tail comb or this barber comb or bobby pin, whichever thing that you like to maybe perhaps use to pick it a loose with. But this is basically all that I use is to pick this a loose with. So with that being said, I want to thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that this video helped those who were wanted to know. So if you decide to do some mini braids or whatever, here, tag me to it. I like to see what yours look like, but this is really mine. And yeah, I'm rebraiding these things over again. Okay. It seems like I just can't break away from them. But yeah. So until the next video, y'all, wish y'all a blessed day and God bless. Bye.